John Lennon probably anticipated a lot of drinking, partying, traveling, and other typical rock star pursuits when he set off on his notorious Lost Weekend, a phrase describing his short separation from Yoko Ono and his connection with his aide, May Pang. Even more shocking was the incident involving a rowdy group in Chinatown that attacked his vehicle when he was out partying with Pang and Bobby Keys, the saxophonist for the Rolling Stones. The most surprising thing is that the group wasn't out to steal the automobile. Rather, they were frantic admirers trying to get a glimpse of the ex-Beatle. The gang was furious and swarming the car, and Lennon's response probably didn't help them calm down. Even though John Lennon called the time between his divorce from Yoko Ono, his second wife, a lost weekend, the singer really spent over a year and a half apart from her from the end of 1973 into 1974. At the time, Ono had suggested that May Pang, their assistant, hang out with Lennon. The two eventually began an affair that, to Ono's dismay, turned out better than she had imagined. Despite the uncomfortable tensions they encountered, Pang remembers her time with Lennon with fondness. In a 2003 interview with Asians magazine, Pang recounted a night out in New York City's Chinatown with Lennon, his buddy Bobby Keys, saxophonist for the Rolling Stones, and Keys' date. A neighborhood gang noticed them as they strolled down the street. Someone yelled out to me in Taishanese, "What? You're going out with a white person?" I overheard this. Out of nowhere, these groups began sprinting toward the direction of the feline. The gang members unlocked the door on Bobby's side, so it's a good thing we gals were seated in the center. It appeared like the point of John Lennon's Lost Weekend was reiterated throughout the conversation. By evading notice, he was able to drink to his heart's content, act out, and engage with the world on a more intimate level, for better or worse, as that Chinatown gang would eventually show. It was nothing new for Lennon for people to have intense, primal emotions whenever he was around. Even if the enraged group understood who Lennon was, it didn't matter to them. The fact that they witnessed a Chinese woman dating a white man in their area was their sole concern. May Pang had some unforgettable events during her brief engagement with Lennon, including the group's close encounter with an enraged crowd. During that period, she learned that he was more sensitive than people gave him credit for. It was in the early 2000s that she spoke to Absolute Elsewhere about how she felt the public failed to notice his fragility.